El presidente Rafael Correa y su homólogo chino Xi Jinping oprimieron el botón con el que se dio inicio a las operaciones de las 8 turbinas que tiene esta planta, la cual ya genera suficiente energía no solo para abastecer el consumo nacional, sino también para la venta a los países vecinos.
Energía desde Coca-Cola Sinclair, en el corazón de la selva amazónica ecuatoriana, más de 240 megavatios están llegando en este momento a Colombia. El Ecuador ya cambió, esta es la década ganada y el Ecuador es exportador de energía renovable a Colombia y muy pronto a toda la región.
El presidente Correa y yo decidimos juntos establecer la asociación estratégica entre China y el Ecuador. Acordamos juntos elevar las relaciones binacionales a la asociación estratégica integral, lo cual demuestra que en los últimos años ambos países han mantenido la sinceridad y confianza mutua en lo político, en lo económico, un creciente intercambio cultural.
Esta hidroeléctrica de 1.500 megavatios de potencia por sí sola podría abastecer la electricidad a todos los hogares del Ecuador y en la que hemos invertido 2.245 millones de dólares, de los cuales 1.682 corresponden a un crédito del Exim Bank de China. Coca-Cola Sinclair nos permitirá ahorrar cada año, solo esta hidroeléctrica, 600 millones de dólares. Eso significa que en 4 años está pagada la hidroeléctrica. Antes importábamos energía, hoy la exportamos. Me es muy grato compartir con usted, presidente Xi Jinping, mi profunda emoción al ver culminada la más grande obra, no solo del gobierno de la Revolución Ciudadana, sino, insisto, de toda la historia del Ecuador. El pueblo ecuatoriano nos entregó su confianza y nosotros se la devolvemos con un país distinto. Esta es la patria nueva. Que nadie ponga límites a nuestros sueños. Hasta la victoria siempre, compatriotas.
I'm very concerned about the media today and the degree to which a few corporations control what we see, hear, and read. But if you check American history, sometimes the president will tell you, well, we are always defenders of freedom. We believe in freedom. But if you check history, what you will find is that in many years, especially in Latin America, which way back from when President Monroe developed his Monroe Doctrine, we have the right to own Latin America, and we will tell any government there what we want to happen. That's the simple truth. So throughout our history, we have overthrown many, many governments. We didn't like their form of government. In the case of Chile, in 1973, what you had is an election in which a guy named Salvador Allende won the election. The problem is, Nixon and his friends didn't like it. Why? Because Salvador Allende fought for the poor people and the working people of that country. He believed that the resources of Chile, their copper mines and so forth, should belong to the people. And he won a free election. No one denied that for a second. It was a tough election. He didn't win by much, but he won a free election. There was another election. His party got more support. He was overthrown by the CIA and corporate interest, because corporate interests preferred, of course, that the United States companies dominate that country. And a lot of what politics is about, going way, way back to the 19th century, to England, France, is the domination of colonies so that big companies in a given country
now
take
we can
the
say
resources of those countries for their own use. So I think that's what happened, and it was a very unfortunate day in American history. Allende won in a democratic election, was popular, was overthrown, and eventually killed. And in his place, a guy named General Pinochet took place, ran that country with an iron fist, killed many, many people, but he was okay. He was a good guy. Why? Because he was a friend of corporate America.
Now, we can say that the United States has information that Russia is planning to stage fabricated attacks by Ukrainian military or intelligence forces as a pretext for a further invasion of Ukraine. One possible option the Russians are considering, and which we made public today, involves the production of a propaganda video, a video with graphic scenes of false explosions depicting corpses, crisis actors to pretending to be mourners, and images of destroyed locations or military equipment, entirely fabricated by Russian intelligence.
What evidence do you have to support the idea that there is some propaganda film in the making?
Matt, this is derived from information known to the U.S. government, intelligence information that we have declassified. I think you know.
Okay, well, where is it? Where is this information?
It is intelligence information that we have declassified.
Well, where is it? Where's the declassified information?
I just delivered it.
No, you made a series of allegations and statements.
Would you like us to print out the topper? Because you will see a transcript of this briefing that you can print out for yourself.
That's not evidence, Ned. That's you saying it. That's not evidence. I'm sorry.
What would you like, Matt?
I would like to see some proof that you can show that
Matt, you have been
that shows that the Russians are doing this. And if you can't provide any evidence other than, well, I said so, and so it's a fact, that's a problem.
Matt, there's a second point. This is derived from intelligence in which we have confidence. In which we have confidence.
The
Otherwise,
same confidence you had in
WMD.
WMD.
Otherwise, we would not be making it public in the way we are. But here's the other point. Intelligence and evidence. These are two separate things. It is
But you're saying it's a fact, and that you have proof, and then you can't offer any proof, and to show that it's fact. I'll drop it. But I think we should move.
Xi Jinping has done his best to dismantle Deng Xiaoping's achievements. He brought private companies established under Deng under the control of the CCP and undermined the dynamism that used to characterize them. Rather than letting private enterprise blossom, Xi Jinping introduced his own China dream that can be summed up in two words: total control. That has had disastrous consequences.
En medio de la tensión por la posible invasión de Rusia a Ucrania, los presidentes Vladimir Putin y Xi Jinping se reunieron previo a la ceremonia inaugural de los Juegos Olímpicos de Invierno. El mundo tenía los ojos sobre esta reunión de dos socios con un rival en común. Aseguran que estrecharon sus lazos y rechazan cualquier expansión de la OTAN. Hace 2 años no se encontraban cara a cara y esta reunión se dio en medio de alarmas encendidas. Los mandatarios firmaron una declaración conjunta en la que instan a Occidente a abandonar los enfoques de la Guerra Fría y piden a la OTAN descartar la expansión en Europa del Este.
Con respecto a las relaciones entre nuestros dos países, se están desarrollando muy gradualmente en un espíritu de amistad y asociación estratégica. Desafortunadamente, durante 2 años no hemos podido reunirnos en privado, pero siempre hemos estado en contacto con ustedes. Por supuesto que estamos aprovechando la visita de hoy de la delegación rusa para trabajar en todas las áreas.
El presidente Rafael El presidente
La corona española ha resultado un negocio muy rentable para Juan Carlos I. Sus primeros ingresos extra datan de 1962, cuando un grupo de empresarios invirtieron en el Borbón 200 millones de pesetas encubierto como regalo de bodas. Ya en 1977, Juan Carlos I habría pedido 10 millones al príncipe Shah de Persia y 100 millones a un príncipe saudí para ayudar al gobierno de Suárez, de los que nunca se supo nada. El siguiente paso económico hacia la fortuna lo da en 1979. Su salario de monarca era de 10 millones de pesetas. En 1993 falleció el padre del monarca, dejando una herencia de 1.100 millones de pesetas. 376 millones acabaron en los bolsillos del rey emérito a través de una cuenta en Suiza. Pasan los años y en 2004 Juan Carlos conoce a la empresaria alemana Corinna Susan Wittgenstein, lo que le aportó beneficios por valor de unos 30 millones de euros. Pero de Corinna hablaremos después. En el año 2007, The Times criticó el lujoso estilo de vida del rey y la idealización que se ha hecho de su figura durante 30 años, al tiempo que calificaba al rey de playboy. Ya en 2008, según la Fiscalía suiza, Juan Carlos I escondió en una cuenta secreta 100 millones de dólares que le donó el rey de Arabia Saudí, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz, por lograr un descuento en la construcción del AVE a la Meca. En su mensaje de Nochebuena de ese año, animó a la ciudadanía a vencer problemas y dificultades con realismo, rigor, ética y mucho esfuerzo, anteponiendo siempre el interés general sobre el particular. Hipocresía real. En septiembre de 2012, el diario The New York Times publicó un artículo titulado «Un rey escarmentado que busca la redención para España y su monarquía». En el texto se indica que la fortuna de la familia real española ha sido estimada en hasta 2.300 millones de dólares. El economista Roberto Centeno dio por válida la cifra del New York Times y acusó al monarca, además, de cobrar comisiones por petróleo importado por España desde finales de la década de 1970.
A lot of news out there today, so let me reiterate something that you heard the president say, and I also said over Twitter. It's always been the decision of any Supreme Court justice, if and when they decide to retire, how they want to announce it, and that remains the case today. So we are not going to have additional details. You are always welcome to ask any questions you like at any time, and there's a lot of news out there, but I just wanted to say that at the top. Josh, go ahead.
Two subjects. So let's say hypothetically, a Supreme Court justice was to retire and announce it on his or her own terms. Does President Biden plan to honor his pledge to nominate a black woman to the court?
Well, I've commented on this previously. The president has stated and reiterated his commitment to nominating black women to the Supreme Court and certainly stands by that. For today, again, I'm just not going to be able to say anything about any specifics until, of course, Justice Breyer makes any announcement should he decide to make an announcement.